To start, in July I got kicked out of my parents' house a few months after I turned 18 over an argument with my mother about her making me watch her grandkids on 2 hours of sleep every day. That's another story for another time, but after that I basically had to move in with my uncle because I had nowhere to go. I appreciated the help, and I cleaned his house for him and helped with food with my EBT. Some things he did felt a bit intrusive and weird, like he'd compare me to his girlfriends that he had in the past, and even said one's name mistakenly when addressing me. That stuff made me a bit uncomfortable, but I brushed it off. He'd also be a bit pushy with things and would take my phone and ID out of my hands without asking. Eventually, he kept pressuring me to go to his therapist, and initially I said no because I already was seeing an amazing therapist at the time, and I didn't feel like I needed another. He kept insisting and said things like, "You have to see her," and eventually I said yes because I was tired of him asking. When I went, it was in this house that was made into an office, and the whole place had a weird feeling to it. I had an hour-long session with her, which was mostly her talking about herself, and I thought nothing of it and never had another session after that. It was just the one time. Fast forward a few months later, I'm visiting my boyfriend, and my uncle goes with me to meet my BF and his parents since it was my first time traveling. He's there in his own Airbnb for a few weeks, while I'm staying at my BF's parents' house. After he leaves, my boyfriend says, "My parents said your uncle told them you 100% have autism, and if you say you don't, you're in denial?" And I was a bit shocked since neither the therapist nor the uncle told me anything about this. For context, I had a proper screening for autism and ADD when I was 11, and they said that I did not have autism, but I have ADD. The weird part is he said that the person who said I didn't was a GP and that I didn't have a screening, which is a complete lie. I don't know why he would lie about this, but it gets worse when I find out through my mother that he told everyone at Thanksgiving that I have autism. He literally told everyone before he said anything to me. After this, I decided to send him a text saying I had a screening when I was 11, and I'm not on the spectrum. Even if I did, if I want to mention something to my BF's parents about it, I want to be the one to tell them. And then he replied with something like, "My therapist has a PhD, and you should sit down and let the adult speak." That last thing he said was just the ultimate disrespect to me, and it's not like I'm unable to speak for myself. I'm 19 years old. It really made me upset, but I didn't say anything in my reply. I just responded with, "All right, love you," and he never responded after that. He started texting everyone in the family telling them I have autism and complaining that I got pissed about him saying that. Mind you, I only had one session with his therapist, and I didn't have any sort of screening at all. She didn't even tell me about this supposed diagnosis, and she apparently told my uncle before she said anything to me. Now, I don't care either way if I do have autism, but it's just him thinking he has the right to speak for me and telling me that I have no agency to speak for myself. Am I insane? Or is this crazy?